There's been a really long time since we recorded or Ronnie did something to the intro because that bass seems a lot more subby and a little thick at the lower end than it normally does. But anyways, we back. Politics as usual, episode 112. And unlike
the peaches and cream episode,
unlike the real 112, us four niggas are still here. What'd you say, Chaz?
I said where the players dwell. You know that's what they always say.
Unlike 112 might as well now be called 56 because it's half of 112 running around with two niggas we never heard of. I remember when they broke up. Some girl at I was living in Atlanta at the time. They was performing. Some girl at my job was like, "Yeah, I was gonna go see 112, but they just broke up. So now it's only Slim and whatever the other nigga name is." I was like, "Oh, so they 56 now?" And she was like, "What?" I was like, 56. That's half of 112.
Half of 112.
It's 56. Niggas should just go buy 56.
You know, chicks don't know how to do math, bro.
All right, come on, Joe.
Like it probably was like the meme where the like numbers was like on the side of her head. And she was like...
Anyways, we back after a 2-week hiatus. I'm so dedicated to this shit. I'm in the middle of watching the K-drama right now. The finale of the K-drama is very engrossing, and I stopped what I was doing to watch this shit. I spent my Friday off. I had to burn one last day of carryover PTO. Cleaning out my living room for somebody. Mad boxes in that bitch. But yeah, how was everyone's week? Where the fuck this nigga Joe go now?
Damn. I guess that nigga ain't want to be part of 112, bro.
Wait, hold on. What's 75% of 112?
He back. He came back to the group, bro.
Yeah, bro, I hit the wrong fucking button, bro.
Hey, we was finna be 84. How was everybody's week, man?
It was, I'm glad it's over. Everybody knows I'm in grad school. This was midterms week. It was rough. I made it through though. We here.
Nigga, you ain't even doing nothing at work though. And you complain about that.
Hey. I'm
let that nigga get his shit off.
I'm built different. I need a challenge, man.
Nigga, fuck that. That's like that nigga that apparently tweeted out that he got hired at Twitter, but ain't did no work, and he getting paid $156K a year. He tweeting about it, trying to taunt Elon, like, yeah, you can't fire me. Like, nigga, are you stupid?
Yeah, either this person is like lying or the dumbest person on planet Earth.
Yeah, somebody
say nothing.
Somebody said it's somebody trying to fuck with Elon to make him paranoid.
Yeah.
But like, nigga, if you paying me $156,000, you sending me checks and I ain't gotta work, nigga, I ain't telling nobody.
I am working my other job and collecting my check. So yeah.
Nigga, I might not even work my other job. Nigga, I might just be sitting there.
No, I need something to fall back on. So
Nigga, you can fall back and say I worked at Twitter. It ain't like they got an HR department to check.
Okay, true.
The Circuit City grip. Like, yeah, nigga, I was just at Twitter for the past few months, but I got caught in the layoffs. Nigga, stacking. Joe, what you been up to, man?
Chilling, man. I've been on the move like these last couple of weekends, bro. Been in Vegas, been in Ohio, back. Yeah, man.
Oh, you was in the slums.
Yeah, I was in the slums. My uncle had passed, and so I went home, saw the fam. Appreciate it.
Condolences, yeah.
But nah, you can't stay in the slums for too long, bro. After like 48 hours, that filth start rubbing on you, getting in your pores and shit. You got to get the fuck up out of there, bro. Nope.
Yeah. We got a impromptu family reunion for a very specific side of my family that my mom's organizing. And she was like, "Well, when are you coming in?" I said, "I plan on flying in on Friday and flying back out on Sunday. I'm not trying to be in Dayton for that fucking long."
Trying to tell niggas.
Ain't nothing to do up there.
Nope.
Yeah, I go to Dayton long enough to hit my couple of food spots, and then I'm out, man.
Get on up through, bro.
Only thing I plan on doing up there, I'm gonna see these family members that I've never met before. I'm gonna pay my respects to my nigga Will Grave because I ain't been to his grave site, which is a damn shame. And I'm hopping back on that plane. I'm coming right back to North Carolina. I don't want no parts of being in Dayton, Ohio, even in the summertime.
Like a perfect trip to me, bro.
Oh, don't let him hit that.
The fuck are you watching?
Duke in Miami. This is about to finish up.
Oh, nigga, I emotionally divested from UNC basketball the moment Hubert Davis said he was proud of his white wife, and that seems to have been the right decision.
Hey man,
I love it. Enjoy the NIT Tar Heels.
Hey, the worst number one preseason number one in the history of college basketball. I love to see it.
Boys,
The
out
hate
there.
shall prevail, baby.
Nasty.
The hate shall prevail.
Love to
The
see
hate
it.
shall prevail.
Like it's and like I couldn't and Fia tell you I didn't even talk shit when Carolina beat Duke in Coach K's final home game, or when Carolina beat Duke in the Final Four, because it felt fraudulent, because I couldn't put my heart into rooting for them niggas, because that man got asked about being the first black head coach in North Carolina's history, and he said, I'm proud of my white wife. And I just
like unprompted.
like,
He said
ain't nobody asked you
Facts.
that, bro.
Ain't nobody asked you none of that
Nobody
shit.
asked you that. Like, I can't even revel in a historic moment. Like, that's one of the most greatest shit talking moments ever, and I couldn't even enjoy it because this man had to say he was proud of his white wife. Just go give me a white head coach that ain't got nothing to say.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out what literally is going through your mind to just make you want to say some stupid shit like that. Like, because it has nothing to do with nothing,
To do
bro.
with
Like,
nothing.
I-
Nobody
whatever, man.
asked you.
I don't know, bro.
Like, this is a historic moment for you to say something about, like, being the first black head coach at an institution that has had a lot of black basketball players, a lot of black football players, and you couldn't say nothing. Yeah, I'm proud of my white wife.
Bro, that nigga put the emphasis on it too, though. But he said, "Yo, my white wife." Like, you could have just said my wife. Like, nah, he had to make sure all them donors are like, "Hey, my wife is white, my nigga. I just want you to know."
Man, if that nigga get fired quick, I ain't even gonna complain. I'm not even gonna say, well, he a black head coach. He ain't get a fit. Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Nah.
You don't deserve
cry
a fair
about it
shake,
with your
man.
white wife.
Yeah, like go back to ESPN, do whatever, get out of here so I can feel good about rooting for Carolina again. Like, I can't do it right now.
But no, let me like just think, because I've been trying to think about this too. Has there ever been a time in history where a team has returned the entire team minus one person after winning the national championship and missed the tournament completely?
Well,
Has that ever happened in history?
Getting to the national championship game.
Well, yeah. You know what I mean. Yeah, getting to the national championship. But has that ever happened? And I can't think of a single.
Hey, it's reason enough to fire Hubert Davis. I know that much.
Yes.
Who was that white dude that they was trying to hire over him? The coach of like UNC, Ashboro, one of them.
Yeah,
hire that nigga.
I feel like he coaches like UNC, like Greensboro or Wilmington or something.
Yeah,
but
one of them UNC sub schools that no one gives a fuck about. He was some white dude who like played 4 years at Carolina, and like he was one of them dudes that got in at the end of blowouts. Like, he wasn't good, but he apparently go get him. Because I feel like he ain't gonna put emphasis on his white wife. We expect him to be married to a white woman already.
That shit don't make no damn sense.
It's like the press are gonna be holding their breath. He could be like, by the way, my wife is white. Like, just to let you know. Like, it's
Joe
all
Hover
good.
said he probably refers to her in all settings as his white wife.
Like, it don't make no sense. Like, bro, I love chicks of all colors, bro. It shouldn't matter, but I don't ever put no emphasis. Nah. My girl, she purple. Like, nigga, what the fuck do it matter?
Like Joe, that's like you being at the bank and filling out like your deposit slip and telling the teller like, oh yeah, by the way, my wife is white, right? Like nobody even asked it.
Loan approved. Like
nobody even asked you. Yeah,
Nigga be at the restaurant like, yeah, I'll have the steak and my white wife will have. Like, nigga, no one needed to know that. Like, nigga, yes, Hubert, we all suspected you was married to a white woman.
On this fucking W-2, hey, my wife's white, so lower the taxes a little bit.
Yes, I'll have an old fashioned and a glass of Merlot for my white wife. Like. How was that even the point?
Nigga ruined a historic moment. Like, yeah, outshallah, nigga, prayers down to Hubert Davis's coaching career. Nigga, get this nigga out of Chapel Hill and hire some random white dude who used to play for Coach K. Like, Speaking of dumbasses in Carolina after doing something smart, the Carolina Panthers landed the number 1 pick, and CBS Sports has them mock drafting Anthony Richardson. And
I mean, they do have a mock drafting, but the odds have shifted to minus 350 for CJ Stroud to go number 1. And Josh McCown is the quarterback coach over there. And I seen this YouTube video probably about a month ago of him breaking down quarterbacks. And Josh McCown loves CJ Stroud. So them niggas is probably taking CJ Stroud because Josh McCown loves that nigga.
Which ain't a bad pick. But also them niggas talking about trading back after they just got the number 1.
Well, that's stupid.
You just
let me talk about something.
Yeah, go ahead, Ronnie.
So CJ Stroud very well might be in play, but let me tell you why I think it might not be CJ Stroud. I've seen this time and time again. After the combine, somebody trades up to like the top 3 picks for a workout warrior. I saw it with Carson Wentz. I saw it with Trey Lance. So they become enamored with this workout warrior, and they're like, I have to get him so nobody else gets him. Because all the chatter is talking about this one quarterback going number 1 overall now, right? Like everybody was trying to get that coveted number 1 pick. So in my opinion, and this is just, I actually hope I'm wrong on this. Like I hope I'm wrong. Please prove me wrong, Carolina. But in my opinion, you make this trade up because you saw something at the combine that you really liked. Now think about the combine and think about who everybody is talking about after the combine.
Well, they did say that CJ Stroud had like one of the best throwing combines that anyone's ever had. Like
that's what I was going to say.
It's in the subtext of that.
And I get you. And that's.
But yes, everyone's talking about Anthony Richardson, which would be the
like,
single most stupid trade in the history of professional sports.
Because here's the thing too, like in tandem we get this trade, and then we get the leak that they like CJ Stroud in tandem. That's a smokescreen. Like I really feel like they're gonna draft, and I hope. By the way, I hope I'm wrong, because that would be, I would fire everybody involved like the next day. But I think they make that trade because they want Anthony Richardson.
Hey, did anybody see what Nick Saban said?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nick Saban said, we've all seen the 6'4", 225-pound guy that can throw like a bazooka, but he can't make the choices and the decisions. He can't distribute the ball. He can't throw it accurately. So who's the better bet? I'm going on history. Production, performance, and Bryce Young's done it about as well as anybody. I need a Don DeMarco after that.
and I love that because because I mean, that could be Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. None of them need to be in the conversation. Keep them far away.
No one should be in the conversation. Listen, I think it's hyperbolic as hell to say that Bryce Young is a mini Patrick Mahomes. But the fact that you would invoke Patrick Mahomes on a quarterback says all that you need. Like, I like CJ Stroud. Now when we talking, we comparing number 1 overall pick, you got to start looking for in the margins for shit. You got to start.
Yeah, that's what you need to pick. Yeah.
If there's one knock on CJ Stroud is we don't know how he looks without a top flight receiver, and Carolina don't got no top flight receiver. CJ Stroud looked very different. Now, obviously, it's Georgia, but he looked different without.
I'm gonna tell you what's going to add CJ to number 1 is because his height. He's 6'3". And then the athleticism he showed in versus Georgia. Like the Georgia game tape is what's propelling him
as it should
to the top of people's is what's propelling him to the top of the draft board. And then he has like people are comparing him to like Justin Herbert. Like they think he's going to be a Justin Herbert type sleeper because in college Justin Herbert never really ran. And then when they played in the Rose, I think it was against Wisconsin, you start seeing him running. You're like, oh, you could do that too? And that's how people were with CJ when he played Georgia. Like, oh, damn, you can run. You can do this all the time. And the coaches were like, with Justin Herbert, oh, we're not letting him run because we don't have a backup quarterback we trust. And the same thing could be said for Ohio State. We didn't have a good backup quarterback that could come in and play at the level that CJ Stroud was going to play in.
Yeah, now, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying the Panthers don't have shit for receivers right now. And
you
so
just traded away DJ Moore.
Yeah, like we've seen Bryce Young go out there with the pips and make something happen. We ain't seen CJ Stroud. Now, that's not saying Stroud can't. I'm saying we ain't seen that. which is again, when you talking about this level, you got to nitpick on shit. Ain't nobody. CJ Stroud is that dude. Anyone would be happy to get him in this draft. It's who don't get CJ Stroud or Bryce Young that's gonna be pissed off.
Well, see, I think the Colts are fucked. The Colts are fucked if the Panthers do the smart thing and take either CJ or Bryce. The Colts are fucked because the
Texans are taking whoever else.
The Colts should have traded up. Like anybody who needed a quarterback should not have let you. Like Carolina, Atlanta. Like the only people who were safe was Houston because Houston is like, I'm gonna get one of the two fucking regardless. But everybody after that, if you needed a quarterback, you should have been knocking on fucking Chicago's door. Like, hey, what do you want? What is it gonna take for us to get in that spot so we can get our guy?
I think that's why they gave up DJ Moore though. Because a lot of people were saying Brian Burns because they needed an edge rusher. I think that shows how much like what other teams were offering because of the fact that Carolina said, well, yeah, you can take the best receiver that we have.
Well, like me and Joe was talking before we came on here, there's 3 edge rushers that you could take in the top 10. So anywhere in that top 10 you trade, you still can get one of those good edge rushers. So I think that's more so why Carolina or why Chicago took that trade because they still if you have any one of those top 3 edge rushers on your board, you still can get them at pick number 9 and still be straight. But it's gonna be interesting to see. Like if they pick Anthony Richardson, then the Colts are straight because they still can get their guy. But if they don't, the Colts are screwed.
The Colts are screwed.
The Raiders are screwed. The Falcons talking about they don't want Lamar. Them niggas is fucking screwed.
All this shit is amazing to me. Like, one, all this talk about Anthony Richardson reminds me of when everybody was so sure that Kyle Shanahan was going to take Mac Jones. And Bomani Jones was like one of the only people in the media who was like, hey, guys, if Kyle Shanahan's smart and he just traded 3 first-round picks to take Mac Jones, then he's not smart. Like, you can't tell me both of these things in tandem. If he's as smart as we think he is, then he can't do something as stupid as trading 3 first-round picks to take Mac Jones.
Once again, for Trey Lance, who was a workout warrior at the combine.
I mean, I do think somebody should be calling about Trey Lance, but
somebody's gonna call for him. Yeah,
somebody's gonna call about him, but I don't think Trey Lance is good. Like,
well, I'm not saying whether he's good or not. I'm saying if you need a quarterback, I don't know why you are not ringing San Francisco.
If I'm the Ravens and what the situation that's transpiring with Lamar, I would be calling about Trey Lance only because he can probably step in and play in that offense. Like that's the. I think if Anthony Richardson hits all the marks, then he can be Josh Allen, but he has to hit them. He's gonna need the right system. He's gonna basically need fucking Brian Daboll to come and fix him like Brian Daboll fixed Josh
anybody
Allen.
Thinking that you can have another Josh Allen, it does not understand like how data and statistics works. Like this is part of my job. Anomalies are anomalies for a reason. You take statistical outliers and you throw them out, and then you look at the rest of the data. Like there is highly unlikely there is going to be another Josh Allen unless, again, you have Stephon Diggs and Brian Daboll in the same spot.
Anthony Richardson's ceiling is Cleo Lemon, respectfully. Like he,
come on,
Hey, John Madden did love Cleo Lemon, though.
to further AJ's point, nobody is going to take because here's the thing with Josh Allen. Also, like we're gonna talk up because I feel like this will be a great transition to the Lamar situation, but he was given the time to fail. Because he sucked those first 2 years. He was given the time to fail. Like they let him fall flat. I remember this man, like his fullback was running a curl route out the backfield, and this man threw the ball into the stands. Like I feel like they were playing Tennessee when it happened. I was like, this nigga stinks. But they gave him the time to fail, and then they also built a team around him, and then they brought in Brian Daboll, who really like cultivated him. not every team has that foundation.
And they asked this nigga about throwing one speed and throwing hard. He said, "That's all I know. You better catch it." That tells me that this nigga don't know what the fuck he doing. Like,
and this the thing this was gonna happen.
Niggas on Madden know you can't do that.
This was gonna happen in that draft. You have Anthony Richardson and Will Levis, who like Anthony Richardson is more athletic, but they're both built the same, both big, strong arm type of people. Will Levis is gonna get more time than Anthony Richardson, and they're going to look at Will Levis. They're going to look at Will Levis like, "Oh man, look what we found with Will Levis because we took the time to cultivate his talent and all that." Anthony Richardson, he really got one good fucking chance, like one shot, and if that team don't get it right, they're going to be off of him so quick. Like even Zach Wilson, look how long he was getting.
Detroit and the Seahawks are the only two places in the top 10 where if they took Anthony Richardson, I'd be like, all right. I understand because you got the chance and the opportunity to develop him, but
because
the Colts are taking Will Levis. I'm just gonna go ahead and say
they are,
and Josh McDaniels is gonna be salty about it, which is hilarious because nigga, they saving you from yourself. Like that's not what you want.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the reason why I think the Seahawks will be perfect for Anthony Richardson because people think. Like, I think a lot of people think Geno, like, just got there, like, this summer. But I think Geno has been there for, like, 4 seasons. He's been on their bench, been learning their system. He's been, taking it in. He has rapport with those receivers. And then when it was his time to start, like Joe, cover your ears because I know he sold a lot of your tickets this past season. But, like, when it was time for Geno to start, like, he showed that he was that guy. Now, like you could bring in Anthony Richardson as like a bridge guy to like pass the torch, but he doesn't need to start right away. He has a lot to learn. And that's the thing. Like I think Jalen is also showing you that quarterbacks like can progress like late, but at the same time, you can't throw them into the fire immediately because you're going to start overthinking it and you're going to undo like everything, like if you're in that situation. So the fact that like, because if Jalen had to start, like if Jalen would have went number 1 overall and had to start immediately, we would not be talking about him right now. But the fact that he was in the perfect situation and was allowed to like, really be cultivated, that's why he's where he's at now. And I feel like Anthony Richardson can be like that person.
Hey, Jonathan? Is that my nigga JJ? Is that Skywalker? Is that you, my dude?
No,
I see Hendon Hooker, and I always see you talk about Hendon Hooker. If that nigga needs to start right away.
If he hadn't tore his ACL, then maybe I would agree with this. But he tore his ACL, and he's too old. Like that nigga ain't young.
That's why I said that nigga need to start. Him and Stetson Bennett is both the same age as Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Like you don't have no time to cultivate them into no NFL.
That nigga's Brandon Whedon and who was that other old nigga? Chris Ricks was Chris Winky. Chris Winky.
But I was about to say this too. You know who else was 24 when he was drafted? That bum ass nigga Carson Wentz. No. Oh yeah, Joe Burrow too. Joe
Burrow was
So I think if Hendon Hooker didn't tear his ACL, this draft would be like 10 times more interesting because like he's like super athletic, and he had like Stetson Bennett is going to be drafted by Athens, Kia, and Subaru. Like,
dog, they talked about he might be in the 4th round. Hey, somebody said that nigga purposely pulled up on his 40 time because he ain't want to be a slot receiver.
Nah, I'm about to say they better be using that nigga like Taysom Hill, bro.
Like somebody showed this nigga outrunning niggas like regularly. They like, nah, that somebody told that nigga like, hey, don't go as fast as you can. You go end up like Wes Welker.
Like he saw that clock, he was like, all right, let me pull up a little bit.
We gonna slow it up a little bit. That nigga Stetson 26, bro.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Julian Edelman, like, yeah.
Hold on, let me.
I mean. I don't like if I
25. He'll be 26. He'll be 26 when the season starts, basically.
If I play quarterback and I know I really don't have no chance to fucking like make it and start as a quarterback, then yeah, I'll come in and beat Julian Edelman and be the emergency quarterback. Like,
I want that Chase Daniels career. That nigga done made like 60 million and is thrown for 1,600 yards in his career. I need that life.
And I'm a competitor, so I want to play. So let me go be a slot receiver, bro. Let me go return punts.
Fuck that, nigga. I will happily hold that guy. I'll be praying for your health every night, bro. Like, yes, Lord, please don't let this nigga get injured.
Bro, did you see how disappointed Josh Johnson was when he got in that game versus the Eagles? He's like,
that nigga, like, I got a free trip to the playoffs, maybe potentially go to a Super Bowl. Like, that nigga making his money running Marshawn Lynch's businesses. That nigga don't want to do no work. That nigga is me. Like,
I got that playoff roster bonus.
That nigga is me. Come on,
nigga. Listen, bro. I would have loved to have been a nigga like Chase Daniels, bro. Like, and it's so unfair because who is Jacoby Brissett? That nigga don't ever get to be Chase Daniels, bro. That nigga go somewhere and he always got to start. He like, bro, I can't get the season off.
Hey, guess where that nigga rumored to go?
Where?
Carolina.
Yeah, of course. Dog, Jacoby Brissett is like an omen. Like, if he gets brought in,
he comes to your team, your starter is gonna be out for some.
It's like Final Destination. Like, your starter is gonna get
injury. Getting caught doing something stupid. Like, if Jacoby Brissett is on your team, that nigga is starting. He gonna start at least 4 games a season, bro. Like that, you know that nigga be mad as hell. That nigga come in, all right, cool. Gonna make these quick 6-7 mil. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chill out. Crack. Oh shit.
Jacoby.
Man,
hey,
gonna be like that
don't wave
video.
me on the field, my nigga.
It's gonna be like that video. Man, fuck.
They bring that nigga in to throw a Hail Mary at the end of the game. Like, hey, bro, we don't want our quarterback getting hit. Hey, man, come on, man.
Joe Hover says Stetson Bennett is the new Eric Crouch. That might be disrespectful to Eric Crouch.
That's disrespectful to Eric Crouch, low-key. Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. Go on, start that Kia dealership, bro. That's Hey, that nigga Spencer Hall be having me cracking up with the Stetson Bennett Kia jokes. Hold on, I gotta find some of them shits, bro.
No, I know exactly which one you talked about. Yeah.
That nigga had one like, you know what else? Come on down to Stetson Bennett. He said police someone AJC Sports tweeted Stetson Bennett hid behind brick wall prior to arrest. That nigga retweeted it and said, you know what you can't hide? That's right. The savings you'll find at Stetson Bennett Kia of Waycross and Blackshear. Oh shit. Oh god damn. I don't know how the fuck we transition to Lamar from that, but Lamar Jackson is being colluded against by the NFL.
Great transition. But no, so what I feel like one or two things are happening. And the one and the first scenario requires like a lot of good faith, which if we know anything about NFL owners and GMs, they don't deserve it. So a lot of teams like this is like the implausible like good faith scenario. A lot of teams already have done their homework on this draft. They want to go through this draft and pick who they're going to pick, and they're willing to give up the picks for 24 and 25 for Lamar Jackson after they, build their team using the players they were going to draft anyway. That requires a lot of good faith. What's really happening is people are basically what's happening in the real world and like the tech sector. Like people are resetting the market essentially because like people are pissed that the Browns paid their money for Nasty Man, and this is resetting the market because Lamar wants fully guaranteed and above what Deshaun got, and frankly, he deserves it. If that's the market for Deshaun, who missed a year because he was, doing some things and never won an MVP.
Baby yoga pose.
Yeah. Then getting his prostate tapped, then Lamar definitely deserves fully guaranteed money. But no, they are resetting the market. This is what this is about. So to me, it's not like crazy to say that owners or GMs are colluding to reset the market.
Yeah, somebody was like, so you mean to tell me that all 32 owners are going to come to an agreement on the toughest position and most important position in sports and blah,
Absolutely.
blah, blah, blah. And somebody just retweeted a picture with Colin Kaepernick. It was like
we did this for a guy who was about to be a free agent. And it was like, hey, I would even be a backup on someone's team. We did that for him. Just imagine what we'll do for a starter.
Like, and someone else said, like, maybe the question shouldn't be how all of these teams are out on Lamar the minute he hits the market. It should be, how are the Ravens so confident that this was going to happen? And it's like, yeah, it's almost like people had conversations.
Because, yeah, all right, so to talk about the way the non-exclusive tag works.
Yes, the Titans. The fucking Titans.
Exactly. We're gonna get to the Titans too, but to talk about how non-exclusive tag works. So a team can talk to that player on that non-exclusive tag. They can make an offer. The team that the player belongs to has a chance to match that offer.
It's like unrestricted free agency.
Yeah. So it's really a dangerous game to play. But the fact that the moment it happens, nobody even bites. Because essentially they're saying like, okay, Lamar, like you think you're worth this, go see what your market is. And the fact that nobody is even like willing to like kick the tires on this.
Nigga, this is the equivalent of your neighbor with a slightly used BMW. Like, hey, if you want this motherfucker, make me an offer for it. And you driving a fucking 10-year-old Civic and you got the money for it. And you like,
yeah,
I'm gonna ride this bitch out.
I'll ride out with Ryan Tannehill.
What I do say is, if the Ravens put themselves in this position because when Lamar won the MVP, they should have paid him before all these other quarterbacks got paid. And the Cowboys are in the same predicament because Dak is overpaid because you waited to pay these people. Like if you look at like Josh Allen, when Joe Burrow's eligible, they're gonna bust the bank for Joe Burrow the second he is able to be paid. Why weren't the Ravens doing that for Lamar? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. He wins 70% of his games. You only score you can't score 14 points when Lamar is not on the field. You were 2 games up in the division before he got hurt, and you barely made the playoffs after this man left. You already have a championship level defense. So yeah, it's definitely collusion. All the owners are basically coming together and say, hey, every other receiver or every other position group, when they get paid, like when receivers get paid, whoever's the next to come up and you're better than that person, or comparable, you're going to get more money with that nigga. Nobody better than I when Christian Kirk got all that fucking money. Ain't nobody say nothing like, oh man, Christian Kirk shouldn't be getting that. Like, nah, we'll never pay Christian Kirk that amount of money. Like, okay, Christian Kirk got paid. Oh, Tyreek here's more money. Devontae Adams, here's more money. The quarterback is like the only position where niggas is like, nah, we're not paying that nigga that much money. Like, nah, wait it out. Let's just wait and see. The shit, and that's the most important position on the field. It doesn't make sense.
Also, look at Russell Wilson, because rumors came around that he probably could have gotten a fully guaranteed deal out of Denver, and he didn't to get some extra perks like having a fucking office on the coach's floor.
Yeah. And when Sean Payton got hired, like he sent a cryptic message. He was like, yeah, now that I'm coach, Russ won't be doing those things again. And then that story came out later that Russ had an office on the coach's floor with plays on the wall that, weren't in the playbook, but plays that he felt like they should have been running, inspirational quotes and shit. Like had like his own parking spot in the facility, like where the coaches were. Was one of them plays him doing high knees on the team playing?
Hey man, that nigga Russell Wilson is a shitbag, bro. I'm sorry, man.
God damn!
Like all the shit that come out about him, like the shit for his, like the shit that came out about his charity, the shit he was trying to get the fucking GM and Pete Carroll fucking fired in Seattle, the high knees on the plane. Like nigga, if I'm asleep on a fucking overseas flight, nigga, don't be doing high knees in the aisle fucking sweating on me, nigga. Like sit your bitch ass down and watch a movie like everybody else, man.
The fact that if his teammates want to text him, they had to text a fucking assistant. Like nigga, who are you?
Yeah, like Marshawn, who doesn't talk shit about anybody, and still didn't talk shit about Russell, but he was like, yeah, I tried to hit up Blood, and he told me you got to hit up my personal assistant first. It was like I thought we was boys. Yeah, like so the fact that if people are trying to like reach out to you,
Nigga, don't nobody want to talk to you about nothing.
Right,
And somebody reaching out to you was probably because they worried about you.
And this was the time where he was struggling. Like Marshawn reached out to be like, "Hey, I'm rooting for you. I'm in your corner." He was like, "Hit up my personal assistant."
What? Yeah, like, bro, and it's the thing though. Like other great quarterbacks in that front, like Shannon Sharp talks about this all the time. John Elway didn't have that. Peyton Manning ain't had that. You ain't did none of the shit them niggas did.
Ryan Greasy won a Super Bowl. He ain't had that.
Like, why you got that? Like, there's no reason. Like, and the thing is, Denver has been so desperate after Peyton Manning to hit on the quarterback that they were willing to give in to whatever Russ needed so he can get this nutty ass shit. But it just made me not like this nigga, bro. Like, the more, like, I feel like his whole persona is phony, bro. Like, the nigga's
like,
shit, man,
I'm not gonna lie, man. It's like, not saying I knew the nigga, but it's disappointing because like to me, if you're gonna be an asshole, like, don't put on the facade of like just a nice guy. And the fact that
into the shit.
Yeah, lean into it. And the fact that he like immediately stepped down in Denver and alienated like all of his teammates, like every single one of them, and pretty much would like override the coach. Like I'm gonna be real. Like I've always thought Russell Wilson was like a fringe top 10 quarterback, but like you're not built like that. Like the top quarterbacks, like Pat Mahomes ain't doing that. Pat Mahomes is not doing that.
To be fair, all of Pat Mahomes' annoyingness got passed on to his brother.
Yeah, who is the worst human being on planet Earth. But the top,
I don't know. That nigga wife is damn near top 3.
Yeah, nah, they up there. But the quarterbacks that actually have grounds to do that, they aren't doing that. So like to see like someone who's like a fringe, like top 10, top 15 quarterback in the league doing this stuff, I'm like, who the hell do you think you are?
Speaking of niggas leaning into the
Russell
wrong
Wilson,
shit. Speaking of niggas leaning into the wrong shit. As you can see on Fee's name. Ja Wick, Ja Warrant, aka this dumbass nigga.
That nigga Ja Rico, because he's gonna be the first NBA nigga to catch that case, bro.
Why y'all wishing that on that man, bro? Let that young nigga live his life.
Because this nigga is stupid. Like, that's my thing. Like, he's been lucky. All this coverage has been like sympathetic, and you can tell the league like is really trying to send the message of, hey, get your shit together because we don't want to have to do you like this. But this nigga's a dumbass. You are 23 years old. You got 200 million coming to you. You could potentially be the face of the league. Kyrie fucked up, and Nike in turn gave you basically his slot on the signature shoot thing, and you walk around here waving 2-shot Dillingers in clubs in Colorado. Like, why are you in a club in Colorado?
So quick story. So
Ja Wilkes Booth, Ja Claude Van Damme.
So there's this neighborhood in Denver called like Cherry Creek. It's the most prestigious, well, one of the most prestigious neighborhoods. Is like one like the where all the rich people live. But if you go down the street in Cherry Creek, you turn into this weird town that isn't quite a town because there's only one house, one apartment complex, a gas station, a Trader Joe's, and 2 strip clubs there. But they annexed themselves for tax purposes. The strip club he was at, the owner of that strip club is the mayor of Glendale, Colorado. So I'm pretty sure he was able to get off like on some technicality.
Now, where can you find a fucking strip club, 2 strip clubs and a Trader Joe's in the same general vicinity of one another?
Sound like a good neighborhood to me.
Nah, I'm telling you don't want to be over there. We don't want to be over there. But let me talk about the Ja thing and what's bothering me, because like we often compare Ja to like AI. So reflecting on AI, he got drugged through the mud simply because people didn't understand him. And a lot of people in the media have since walked back, like, hey, like we were wrong about Allen Iverson. He's this is just who he is, but he actually wasn't doing anything wrong. We were just hard on him.
Yeah, he just had niggas around.
Yeah, exactly. John is actually being stupid, and they're giving him more grace. Like that's wild. That like they're trying to say, like, hey man, like we don't want to do this to you.
He don't deserve grace simply because of the fact that he don't have to do. Allen Iverson was just around niggas from the crib, and they was making white people uncomfortable. And he was showing up to his MVP ceremony with a fucking cut off sleeve shirt and baggy ass jeans.
Yeah, with like, size 48 denim. Yeah,
like he was just making niggas uncomfortable. Ja's actually seeking this out. Like, and I made this point on Twitter. One of two things is happening here. Either everyone around him is stupid, or they're pressing people that they know pose no threat to them. Either way, I can't respect
I think it's both.
You showing up to places with guns, knowing that nothing's going to happen to you, because why would an NBA player have a gun? Like, you know, the last famous gun incident involving the NBA was goofy ass Gilbert Arenas and Javaris Crittenton. One of them niggas is in jail for killing somebody right now.
Yeah.
Like, and then Dylan Brooks, dumbass, talk about, well, what vet are we supposed to go get? Carmelo Anthony? You know who might have helped Ja Morant's stupid ass out? Carmelo Anthony. You know why? Because the gangster David Stern told Carmelo Anthony, you got two choices, bro. Mm-hmm. That nigga did him like Wyclef or told Dial Out on Making the Band. You can either make the song or you cannot make the song.
Yeah. Speaking of Gilbert Arenas, did y'all see that story that he told about his suspension?
Yeah. David Stern gangstered that nigga.
Yeah, Gilbert said, like, you think I got suspended for the guns. David Stern was like, hey, like, I don't think you understand me. You're gonna go away for 50 games.
Or I'm gonna take
this is too high. Or we're gonna take your contract. The choice is yours. And he told him right there, sit with it and think about it.
No, that nigga David Stern told Carmelo Anthony, I know where you sleep. I know where your people sleep. I know who you kicking it with. I know what you do before you do it. So you gonna take these 15 games and you gonna figure some shit out. And that nigga Carmelo came back and was like, gotta figure it out.
Hey,
hold on, bro. That nigga Sky said AI used to dress like Parappa the Rapper. Relax.
Hey, we not doing that, bro. Nah, hold on.
Nah, because he's not fucking lying, bro. That nigga.
Nah,
relax, because AI live in Charlotte. Like, chill out.
Yeah, we not doing that.
He used to dress like Parappa.
So that's why.
Here, nigga, I don't want to.
So that's why I saw like a random ass mural of AI, like because I was like walking in like downtown Raleigh. I saw like a random ass mural of AI, and it had like but it was like in Hornets colors. I was like, why the hell is there like a mural of AI in like Hornets colors? But yeah.
Yeah, no. Like AI, like I was talking about that in the barbershop once. I was like, I know AI still lives here. And one of the barbers was like, yeah, on a random Friday night, you can catch that nigga at Applebee's or something. I forget what he said. That nigga AI. So that nigga AI be in Applebee's.
He out here. Yeah.
Hold on, Sky said David Stern asked Jim Rome, does he still beat his wife on his own show? Yeah, that nigga Stern wasn't fucking around, bro.
Yeah, Stern was not playing.
But you know what? Like the new commissioner is cool. Like he's definitely cool. But nah, David Stern would have nipped this shit in the bud, bro. Like
nah.
Like he don't fucking play, bro.
When the story about Ja beating up a 17-year-old came out, Stern would have called that man in his office and would have said, "You either gonna calm down or you not gonna be playing." And that would have been that.
You know, the worst thing about this shit is like to me, Ja Morant, he reminds me of Tariq on Power. Like that's who he really reminds me of. Like you went to a private school, your parents was around you, your father loved you, gave you everything you needed, but you want to go down to the fucking hood with these hoodlums and sip lean and breaking people's houses and still like that's what Ja is doing. But I'm really more disappointed in his father because nigga, you're always with this nigga.
Yeah,
like when that nigga went in the house to get the gun to for the 17-year-old, that nigga T was in the house talking about some. No, Josh, stop, nigga, you are his father.
Like grab that nigga by the collar, bro. I'm sorry. Like if
I wish like hell one of my nephews to do some shit like that. I yoke one of them niggas. Sit your stupid ass down somewhere. Fuck wrong with you?
That's the most if you ain't had no guidance, okay, Sure, bro. But nigga, your pops right there. You be with this nigga. Like when they was
go ahead.
Like when they was about to when they got into it with the Lakers on the sideline, like his pops want to get into it with Shannon Sharp, like nigga.
And you know where Ja was? Behind Steven Adams. That's how you know this nigga don't want no smoke. Because Shannon Sharp was standing right there going, I dare you. I dare you. And Ja's right behind Steven Adams doing this. That nigga's Shannon Sharp told a reporter, Ja all talk. He don't want no smoke. If you really about that life, go run up on the 50-year-old nigga who just got his hip replaced.
Yeah, I mean,
shouldn't be that difficult for you. He was right in your face.
Should be that hard, yeah. This man willing to risk his media credentials, yeah.
You threatening mall security guards. Sky said his pops was a barber. I imagine he was Bibby from Atlanta.
Hey, come on, bro. Yo. Yo.
Hey, hold on, man.
Hey, I was just about to make this point. Where's Zebo?
We need Zebo. We need Tony Allen.
Yeah.
Tony Allen.
Get them real fucking Memphis gangsters in there, bro.
This nigga Zebo told DeMarcus Cousins, where I'm from, bullies get bullets, and DeMarcus Cousins ain't looked that nigga away the rest of the game. DeMarcus Cousins was talking to Zach Randolph, put his hands on his knees, say, yeah, where I'm from, bullies get bullets. Marcus Cousins ain't say nothing to that man the rest of the game. Because Marcus Cousins ain't no bitch ass nigga.
Like the grit and grind Grizzlies, like they were really with it. Like the new Grizzlies, like they're like just all like they're just blowing smoke.
Zach Randolph will lead a game and go drop off pounds around Memphis. Like this nigga
Come on, man.
This nigga had a Larry Hoover poster above his pool table. Like,
yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Call Duke Deuce. Like, get somebody from Memphis to tell this nigga to like. And David Dennis made this point on Bomati's podcast. He was like, in a city like Memphis, a firearm is not a deterrent. That's an invite. Like, you flashing guns and you got money. That's not a deterrent for niggas in a city like that. That's okay, let's see if you'll really use it.
Because much like the rest of the states in the South, Tennessee basically removed like permits required for like carry. So like permits are required. You can carry without a permit now. So and there on another podcast we could talk about reasons why states in the South are doing this. But what I'm saying is like it's a license now. Like it's a license to see if you're real about it now. Because with these states and their like standard ground laws, like if you happen to get into a situation and someone, you know, and you escalate it because you do something, someone will check you and someone will get off.
Niggas out here threatening mall security guards.
It's like if like okay, like during the crunk era, if you like, and I'm not saying Lil Scrappy soft, but you know, like a nigga like Lil Scrappy, you make head buster. Like, guess who's gonna show up at your show? Niggas who busting heads, because niggas, that's the soundtrack for them niggas. So you're inviting you inviting those type of people into your system. So if you're a job, nigga, if you don't want the fucking head busters coming around, nigga, don't be acting like a fucking head buster, nigga, because that's who's gonna show up.
Yeah, Jehovah said they literally killed Young Dolph while he was getting cookies and Ja running around like he the damn Punisher. Yeah, and like the thing is, ain't nobody saying like Memphis is after Ja. All it takes is one person in a city where people are like fighting and clawing, trying to make it, to go after someone like that. Like that's all it takes. Like that's any city in America. Like if you in a city where it's niggas that don't have much and you walk around flexing, somebody's going to and you waving guns. That's license for them to bring guns. It's like the scene in Civil War where they talking about the Accords and Vision goes, all this shit started when Tony became Iron Man because our strength invites challenge.
Mm-hmm.
We over here bowled up. We the strongest niggas. Other niggas is like, hey, nah, fuck that. We stronger than y'all. That's what happens. If you in a club throwing up your set, you know what the fuck is gonna happen? Some nigga from another set is gonna take that as a challenge.
Yeah, like, you tweeting and it don't cost nothing to see how these hollow points feel. Somebody is going, Yeah.
Nigga, you walk around with dyed red hair and Sperry's cheesing like we know
Like
you
Demetrius, come on,
Stop.
Demetrius.
Like, yeah, we gotta start calling that nigga by his government. You Demetrius right now.
No, that nigga fucking Tyreek, bro.
Demetrius Jamel Morant. Stop it.
Come on, man.
Man, let the nigga get his shit off, bro.
Who's the worst fake gangster? Ja Rule or Ja Morant?
Bro, yo, Morant.
Ja
Bro,
Rule was a Jehovah's Witness, man.
Man, yo, like regardless of his religious beliefs, like, bro, like, Ja was poking niggas.
No, his people.
We not about to act like he wasn't.
Who'd he poke?
He was poking niggas, bro.
Pause.
And please don't take it the other way, bro. He was out here poking niggas, bro.
Hey, like no, because this is actually, I mean, and I don't know if it's what's going on now, but Ja was able to project a certain way because he was protected.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the part that Ja missing. This guy said Ja's the most famous person in the city, and his mom called him to beat up a Foot Action employee. There's no leadership in that household.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the
fact,
thing, like
the fact that you're encouraging that.
When you're that high up on the totem pole, like you should have crash dummies around you. Like I
definitely that.
I just seen this nigga finesse 2 times. His man just got out of prison, from doing Fed time. And when his man got out, he had him like a car, a bunch of fucking clothes, shoes, money. Like, you need niggas around like that who's willing to crash out for you, so you ain't fucking up the bag, because essentially you're the business, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're the business. Like, man, there's no reason for you to be out there like that.
And my brother can attest to this. If one of us was rich and my mama was being disrespected by somebody and she wanted somebody ass whooped, she would not call the rich one of us. She would call one of the crash dummies around us, or my stepdad. But it wouldn't be the person with money coming to beat somebody up, or my mom would just whoop their ass herself because she does have hands. I will have to tell y'all a brief version of the time my sister got her tongue pierced. Joe was there for that.
Why? I'm always there for the wildest shit.
Hey, listen, I heard stories about my mom growing up. That day I found out that my mom don't have hands for a woman. My mama got hands.
Hey, fuck around and find out, nigga.
This nigga Joe came out his room, see what was going on, and turned right back around. That nigga said, never mind. Hey,
bro, karma would have it because your mom would do the same thing when my mama showed up to y'all niggas' house, bro.
Yeah. Your senior year, yeah. I don't know how I slept through that. I have no idea how I slept through that. I was on the couch in the living room and slept through this nigga Joe getting his ass whooped like 10 feet from me.
Bruh, all I saw in the distance was Chaz and AJ mom, bro, slowly closing her bedroom door, bro, and my mom coming down the hallway like the Terminator, nigga. Boom! You motherfucker! Oh yeah, it was a rap, bro.
Yeah, so yeah, there's no leadership in that household, bro. Like, and that again tells me they know there's no danger when Josh doing this shit. Cause you're not risking $200 million to have this nigga show up and fight somebody who you think might kill him or ruin or end his career. Nigga just stupid, man. And I think he's gonna get let off. Like
he is.
Colorado shit already occurred.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna say there's no evidence he bought the gun aboard the team plane. So
yeah, I thought they already said that.
Well, they said there was no. The NBA investigation hasn't concluded yet.
Oh, okay. But here's the thing: like niggas like that need to be taught a lesson, because now, like, he gonna be on Instagram talking about, I beat the trial or whatever. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Nigga,
like if
relax.
they let him off, he's only going to get. And again, Adam Silver is cool, but he need to be more David Stern about this.
Look, David Stern is in hell right now fighting the demons off. Said, let me go up so I can talk to this.
Let me possess this nigga Adam Silver for 10 minutes.
Like give me a chance at him.
Give me 10 minutes.
Man, Adam Silver is a big brain, bro. He not David Stern, bro.
David Stern in hell, like Joe Budden going, just give me 10 minutes. I just need 10 minutes alone.
Yeah, that nigga David Stern, like when black people start moving to the suburbs, I'm not gonna let y'all do this to my league, bro.
The brand, everything, like the brand above everything. But no, I do think back to Adam Silver. I do think the time is gonna come where pressure is gonna be applied to him as the commissioner, because like a lot of the things that happen on his watch are like diluting the brand. I'm not talking about like the game itself, but the NBA is about just numbers and money. So when you look at the fact that the Pro Bowl that no one wanted anything to do with had higher ratings than the NBA All-Star game, that doesn't bode well. Like this expansion, like the fact that fans are like not buying tickets anymore, because if they want to go, like for instance, like I'm a Celtics fan. If I want to go see, the Celtics in Charlotte like next week, let's pretend like they're playing next week. There's a chance I might not go there. There's a chance I might go there and see like Grant Williams starting and Jason Tatum taking the night off. Like I'm just using that as an example. That is bad for the brand. So like a lot of the
they
things
could beat Charlotte with Grant Williams starting and Jason Tatum taking the night off.
Well, yeah, true. But a lot of things that are happening under the watch are like so bad for the brand that I think the time is going to come where they're like, "Hey, Adam, let's sit down, let's have a talk."
Yeah, he's making them money, but there's only so much of like the soft touch that you can have, because this is a time where you need somebody to be like, "Yep, nope, Ja, you're going away for 50 games. I don't care what this does to Memphis and their playoff chances." Because if I let you, because what's going to tank the NBA's brand is if they do nothing to him and he ends up in a shootout with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be, well, what could we have done to stop this? You could have suspended the dumb motherfucker and sent his stupid ass away. Mm-hmm. And sports media is going to have a reckoning, because all of this soft trying to, like, everyone's like, oh, he kind of invoked mental health. No, he didn't. That nigga said he need to figure out better ways to deal with his stress. I.e., I'm a dumb nigga and I get stressed out and I do stupid shit. Okay, dumb nigga, stop being dumb and go get some fucking therapy. Like, Brian Windhorst was like, what help does Ja need? What help does he need? Like, he didn't say that he's depressed or suicidal. He said, I need better ways to deal with my stress. Okay, change the motherfuckers around you and stop being stupid. And this is why we gotta, I said, so many issues could be solved in society if we was comfortable getting on TV or massively shaming niggas for being stupid. Because what we're calling the person who paid $44 billion for Twitter that's fucking it up? You know what everybody wants to call him? Stupid. Ain't nobody asking him how he manages his stress. Ain't nobody saying, well, we don't know what's going on. Everybody like, nigga, you stupid. So why aren't we calling a nigga that's willing to fuck up $200 million in the chance of the championship to play thug stupid?
Yep.
Because he's young and he's black and nah, that nigga's stupid.
But yeah, this is a good point. Like the MLB, like, so maybe to their detriment sometimes, but they're willing to like punish like their stars if shit happens. So like,
the NFL is too.
Yeah.
Protect the shield, which is stupid because the shield is supposed to protect you. But
that nigga Tatis was out for injury, came back for PEDs, got that man up through, bro. They don't give a fuck. Like, playoffs about to start. Hey, bro, go sit down, bro.
Sit your ass down somewhere. And Ja needs that to save his life at this point, to save his career. Because
he needs more than he knows.
What's next is, and I can't believe this stupid ass nigga Paul Pierce was talking about, you don't know what Ja's going through. When I got stabbed up, I carried a gun. Ja ain't been stabbed.
Right, like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
He still could be going through something, bro.
Stupidity is what he's going through.
Exactly. That nigga going through stupid. Nigga, I don't make half of a 0.1% of what Ja Morant has coming to him, and I ain't doing nothing to fuck up my bread like that. Sky said NFL made Calvin really repent in the magazine.
Hey man, I wouldn't have apologized. Fuck that.
Hey,
it's so apologizing for.
It's so wild they really gave that nigga a whole fucking year, like for gambling on his whole team, but niggas will beat a bitch up, sexually assault a bitch, and get 10, 11 games, bro.
Yeah, they'll be like, Kevin really has been suspended. Now let's cut to our FanDuel commercial. It's so ridiculous. Like the hypocrisy. Like this man, you had like this man was building a parlay around himself. Like he wasn't even playing.
Did he gamble like $1,600 or something like that?
$1,500, bro. And
Right.
he bet on his team to win, bro. Like he wasn't disrespectful.
He wasn't out there like Pete Rose or Michael Jordan. Never mind.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was selling. Like if he was selling, it's a different thing. Like,
well, I mean,
this
MJ
man
was probably
wasn't
betting
even
on this team to win too, but still.
well, I mean, if you MJ, I mean, yeah.
See, that's why. See, Stern would have made this nigga fake retire for 12 months.
Yeah.
Just go away for a little bit, John.
Yeah.
Go train to be a cornerback. We'll pay you your NFL salary. That shit's so fucking wild. They told that nigga to go home, go play minor league baseball, and still pay that nigga his NBA salary.
Thank you for saying that because
And expect
I
niggas
know
to believe.
I know
that
the
he
Last
wasn't
Dance
suspended.
tried to clear that up, but in my opinion, that's the worst kept secret of all time. That was a suspension.
He was gone for almost exactly 18 months. Hold on, bro.
That was a suspension.
Now I gotta go see when
This nigga magically just get the itch to play ball again. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm back.
out here, nigga.
I mean, to be fair, the MLB was going through a strike, so he couldn't play nothing else. But still, man, hold on. Let's see how long the suspension, or I'm sorry, the retirement. I live in Charlotte. I don't want no smoke, man.
Man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think that's what got him suspended because his pops got fucking taken out, bro.
Like, come on, Scott. Don't put that up on screen.
I'm not gonna put it up, but I mean, hey.
So on October 6th, he retired. And then he came back in March 18th. Almost exactly 18 months.
I'm just saying.
Like, just admit it, dog.
Yeah, they made that nigga go sit down, bro.
Like, this is again like
this Big Mike, man. Yeah.
like it's the same thing as like niggas know LeBron was taking HGH in Miami. Like, we ain't gotta lie about it.
Yeah, why are we lying about it? Yeah.
That nigga had debilitating back spasms in Cleveland, goes to Miami. Rich Paul starts going into biogenesis. Suddenly that nigga big as fuck, playing the best defense of his life. Then he goes to Miami, loses all that weight, is scrawny as fuck, takes 2 weeks off, and comes back as big as he was before. Like, you expect me to believe that you gained all that muscle back?
We're about to start testing for pads, and then LeBron came back skinny as hell.
Skinny as fuck. Nigga looked like he was on something. Then that nigga took 2
Bro,
weeks
he had
off.
food poisoning, bro. God damn.
Just,
All right, man.
the fuck up,
All
man.
right,
For
man.
2 weeks.
I'm just saying, where y'all proof with this shit, bro? Y'all niggas love this HGH LeBron shit, bro.
There's no
Just to
proof.
protect
There's no proof
Bruh.
that MJ was suspended. You
I
speculate.
didn't say nothing about it.
Hold
I
on.
know,
I tell you where the proof at. LeBron, look at the crown of their head.
You ain't never
Man,
seen,
that ain't shit, bro.
you ain't never seen no male pattern baldness
All
like
right,
that.
Well, he also was on that list though when somebody was getting busted. They did bring that.
Whoa.
That nigga name was on that.
He wasn't on the list, but Rich Paul's name was on. Rich Paul's name was on the list. Like, Rich Paul was going into biogenesis around that time period. It was when Jameer Nelson and Rashard Lewis got caught up in it, and Rich Paul was going in there, and allegedly, what he was picking up had the initials LJ on it. Allegedly.
Yeah, that
Cool.
that entire
Allegedly.
MMA fighter, I'm gonna fuck up his name, Charles Son, and he randomly dropped like on some podcast. It's like, yeah, you know, me and LeBron got the same HGH guy.
Bill Simmons said it on a broadcast right before ESPN let him go. He was like, "Yeah, you know, LeBron." He was, and they started laughing about it. Like, hey, you can't go there.
Hey.
Like,
I mean, and then after when he went back to Cleveland, and he, I think it was it the last season he was there? when the Cavs was the 4 seed and LeBron and the Raptors was number 1 and LeBron went up there and beat the niggas in 4 straight games and LeBron was talking about DeMar DeRozan was talking about, man, this nigga getting older, he just keep getting stronger and faster. I don't know what
everybody knows, but no one's gonna say anything. And again, that comes with wearing the crown. Like, no one said anything about MJ gambling. No one's gonna say anything about LeBron allegedly using HGH. It is what it is. But Ja, you ain't done enough to warrant that. If LeBron had did this his 3rd year in Cleveland, he'd have got suspended. LeBron did this after he was the best player in the world. Like, come on, man. Oh,
he ain't do HGH and Barry Bonds ain't do steroids.
Hey man, that reminds me of a terrible Jay-Z bar when that nigga said that shit on the song with Mary J. Blige. Nigga said, "You would think I was on roids. I've been hitting so hard and I'm a big-headed boy." Nah, we ain't on HGH, but I might pick up some weight when I'm running through your state. And Swiss Beats doing ad-libs behind it. Running through your state.
What the hell was this?
It's a song called You're Welcome, featuring Mary J. Blige.
I'm glad I've never heard this.
Oh my God. And like the when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, this fire. And then he starts off the song with that. Like, yeah, you would think I was on roids. I've been hitting so hard and I'm a big-headed boy.
Big-headed boy.
Come on, Jay.
Barry Bonds' head was big as hell, man.
Man, that nigga head grew like
the
4 hat sizes.
Like McGuire, like biceps grew. Barry Bonds' head grew. Like, it was amazing. Like, his forehead, like the diameter of his forehead, like just went insane.
Yeah, Jehovah said Brown went to Miami and started looking like Bane. Like,
yeah,
this nigga gained 7 pounds during a playoff game. Like, nigga, that is absurd. Like, he gained 7 pounds during a playoff game.
It was water weight, nigga.
Bro,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
like that shit ain't possible, bro.
Okay. All right.
No, that's not alleged. Like, that is a
No,
thing.
that's real.
That's a thing that
No, that's what I'm
actually
saying,
happened.
but y'all act like it ain't possible.
It's clearly possible because it happened. It ain't probable.
Now boxers have lost that weight before weigh-in, but to gain 7 pounds in the
Bro, I remember during the playoffs one year, I forget. I think he might have been with the Lakers or it might have been when he was with the Cavs, but somebody rolled up on his leg and that nigga punched his fucking thigh and that shit popped back in place and that nigga just kept playing. It's like, bro, this nigga's T1000, bro. Like, this nigga
take care of his body, nigga.
Hey, y'all know how KD got hurt the other night? How he just turned his ankle. LeBron did that shit plenty of times and ain't missed no time, bro. That nigga just be like, oh, all right.
This nigga tore a ligament in his foot and kept playing.
He take care of his body, bro.
All right, man.
He ain't on HGH, but he might pick up some weight.
Like, look,
if the playoffs in your state, like
I'm not here to say like HGH can make you, can improve your passing ability or improve your shot percentage, but we don't gotta lie.
Just like HGH could not have made Barry Bonds' hand-eye coordination any better. It just made the ball fly farther. That's all. Hey, dog, two of the most insane things about Barry Bonds is this nigga got intentionally walked while the bases was loaded once. And this nigga had a home run, a single, and 2 walks, and this nigga OPS went down. Scott said that dry heat revealed KD osteoporosis in 2 weeks.
Hey, man.
All right, man. Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go, man. We gotta go, man.
Oh shit. The Last of Us is finna end. Y'all niggas still ain't had Joe on yet.
It's all good.
You want to join us for the finale?
Nah, it's all good, man. Y'all ain't been on. Y'all done did it without me, bro.
To be fair,
it's been like
random times.
Yeah, it's been like it's super irregular. To be fair, like
and it's always like last minute. It's like, hey, like Court's dad had surgery, so they had to push off. So it ain't been no like set schedule.
Right. So we
To
ain't
be
been
Hey man,
to
don't be caping for them, bro. They ain't invited niggas.
I mean, they said you could join them for the finale. They usually do the finales live.
No, we ain't doing this one live. I ain't even gonna commit to that.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to myself.
I want to watch this shit by myself. No,
Well, no.
interruption.
I mean, like you watch it and then you record the finale live. Like you record
Okay.
the episode.
Yeah,
live.
like we're doing right now.
Not while the episode is on. Nah.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Nah. Mandalorian's back. Hey, this last episode was fire.
This on me show Wu-Tang back too. I gotta get on.
I
that.
still ain't watched that shit. I'm gonna just wait till it's over because it's the last season anyway. So I'm gonna just wait till it's over and binge watch it.
Yeah, they just dropped that and like didn't say a word.
Nigga didn't. Ain't nobody say nothing. Wasn't no tweets about it. I ain't see it on my IG feed. No YouTube ads. Like them niggas ready to be done with this shit.
Is Caleb still Capadonna or are they not? When I saw that, man, I was like, hey, Caleb Castile Capadonna. Shout out to Caleb Castile, man.
Man, I ain't even gonna say what I want to say on here because I don't want to get us sued for libel. Twitch.tv/FeeBaby. Check him out. That nigga running playing with the Dolphins now after Madden fucked up their dynasty. I just felt like talking. Check that out on Joe's YouTube. Honesty is key. Is what it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll be back next week. We might. Pray for Chuck, man, because the Panthers
pray for Chuck, man.
Panthers got a serious. He said if they traded up to draft Anthony Richardson or Will Levis, he turned it in his fan card.
Well, get ready to turn it in.
Yeah, finally hopping off that narcotic. We got anything else to plug?
So I know I promised real ones. If you want to see it, at WIL _.
Oh, you naming names now?
TE. And like it's like
y'all are y'all gonna have to outsource the audio engineering because B Will is a perfectionist.
He is he is amazing, and I'm like it's because it's almost like when like I was watching like the Tribe Called Quest like documentary, and they were talking about like Ali was talking about Q-Tip's process. He was like he said he had to go to Q-Tip. He was like, man, give me the damn song, like just give me the song, like so yeah, like
B Will mixed the breaks. I sent it to him like 2 months beforehand and said I want to drop this on my birthday, and he didn't get it to me till like the day before my birthday, which is why it did not drop on my birthday because it takes like a week to clear through the streaming sites. So yeah, B Will is great at what he does, but he is a fucking perfectionist, and he got 2 kids. So
that too. Like yeah, to be fair,
the kids thing is
But I will say I've heard like the most recent final draft, and when everyone hears it, like y'all gonna really like it. So it's coming. It's on the way.
Yeah, as Joe Hover said, real ones is the new detox. It's Jay Electronica's album, man. That's why I got pictures of all them niggas. I got one with Lee, Exhibit Lee, and then I got pictures of Ronnie, Chuck, and B Will with Exhibit C lyrics. We bringing ancient mathematics back to modern man. Nas hit me up on the phone, said, "What you waiting on?" Tip hit me up with a tweet. So what you waiting on? No, that didn't. Did he send a text every hour on the dot? Diddy is not texting you every hour on the dot. not about you dropping the verse. So yeah, we ain't never getting real ones, man. It's never happened.
It's coming, man.
We'll get it in 2024.
Ooh. Hey, RB dropped that ill will versus Hollow the Line.
Yeah, Chrome 23 dropped Hitman and Easy too.
Yeah, I seen the nigga Hitman crying up there.
That shit already at 600,000 views when I looked earlier.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about we're gonna have to talk about URL that the end of them niggas is on the way. But
it's coming. It's definitely coming. Them niggas can't even get on caffeine regularly.
They having Kings vs Queens. I think this Sunday.
Yeah, the only battle I saw that I might watch is Jazz versus Charlie Clips because it's probably gonna be funny. But Yeah, nah, I gotta watch that Ill Will versus Hollow, and I gotta catch the Hitman. Gotta see that nigga Easy talking that talk. The talk different. Waiting on Joe to hate seats.
Oh no, that nigga Easy won, bro. He really did. Like you ain't gonna get no gripes from me, but yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll be back at some point. Just subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified when we go live. Leave a comment, leave us a like, check us out. But anyways, yeah, we'll be back at some point. We ain't making no promises to you niggas because niggas got lives. But till next time, fuck FedEx.